So, are we all just going to work until we die?
I'm gonna say it. It is not normal in society right now.
Is anybody else just absolutely drained?
You nailed it. Everyone is struggling. And the worst part about this struggle is that it's starting to feel permanent.
I'm literally so fucking fed up living paycheck to paycheck.
Can't afford vacations, can't afford coffee, can't afford basic necessities of life.
How does it feel to know that essentials need to be free, okay?
I'm 25, and the future isn't some abstract mystery anymore. It's a constant state of anxiety.
Like, everything negative that could happen happens back to back to back to back to back.
The government won't say it out loud, but their actions make it crystal clear. We're not meant to live.
Everyone is so tired and drained and exhausted and emotionally dysregulated, and they're...
I am feeling my soul leaving my body.
I am so tired. I am so tired. And I'm 31.
Everyone's tired. Not just from work, not just from life, but from an economy that demands everything and gives back almost nothing. We're tired of watching paychecks vanish before the weekend. Tired of pretending budgeting is a solution when the math never adds up. Tired of being told to just work harder while rent climbs, groceries shrink, and job security feels like a myth. This isn't burnout, it's betrayal by a system that promised opportunity and delivered exhaustion. And if you're feeling it, if you're worn down, stretched thin, and quietly wondering how much longer this can go on, you're not alone. You're not weak. You're just living in an economy that's designed to drain. This video isn't just a rant. It's a reflection of what millions feel but rarely say out loud. Because when survival becomes the full-time job, the real question isn't how do we fix the economy? It's how do we survive it?
Is anyone else sick and tired of always feeling like you're living paycheck to paycheck and always being broke no matter how much you feel like you're cutting back, or like budgeting for your groceries or your gas or whatever your extra spending? And it doesn't matter how much money you make because you always feel like if you make more money, you spend more money, which is probably true. But then you're just in this vicious cycle and you're like, wow, when is it ever going to end? It has to end. This economy's going to get better, right? And then boom, it doesn't. So here we are. Broke. Living. Life. Damn.
I want to know, like, honestly, like, is anybody else just absolutely drained? Like, my hair is like a mess. I'm tired. It's only like my second day. I am so tired. I'm so tired. And I'm 31. I'm not even close to retirement. Like, how, like, there has to be other people going through this. I mean, I've obviously seen videos. I don't live under a rock. But, like, this economy and, like, what's going on, this is, like, scary. Like, I work so much and so hard, but I'm still not comfortable. Like, I'm still, like, I'm so tired. It's like being in a literal hamster wheel. Monday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, Friday, Saturday. Like,
How does it feel to know that essentials need to be free, okay? Diapers and wipes. Why the fuck is 72 diapers $25? Why is a box of wipes $15? Mind you, that shit don't even last a whole month. It probably lasts like 2 to 3 weeks. And then you got to do it all over again. Things like tissue, tampons need to be fucking free. What the fuck are we doing? Like, pads, free. Why are essentials so goddamn expensive? Like, I'm really baffled. I'm baffled. And then don't let you order it. You're gonna be spending a whole extra $20 for shipping and handling and taxes and all this other shit.
Hey everyone, from Western Carolina. I'm just sitting here watching my dogs play, wondering how much more our economy can take, because it's just, the prices of everything just keep going up. And I don't know how, well, you can't work much more. I mean, most people have side hustles and second jobs, and it's still not enough to survive. When is enough enough? In Western Carolina, we're just all the way around still messed up. Pray for us.
Every time I see something from Gen X and Boomers about how younger generations just don't want to work anymore, we do want to work, but we want to be able to live because we're working. You had the opportunity to be able to afford all the things that you need, a place to live, to be able to do things that you want because you went to work. Us? We could all be working 40, 60 hours a week, and we still can't fucking afford to do anything, let alone save any money. Do you see what shit costs? You guys were able to live on your own. You could rent a little apartment, live by yourself. That's the difference. If working full-time today actually got you those things, people would be way more inclined to do it. But no, it doesn't anymore. And then be able to save up for a house. People my age have no hope. The only house that I will ever get will be the one that my parents live in right now after they die. That's the only house that I have any hope of ever having. And I'm not alone. I'm not alone. That's why people my age...
I've been seeing so many videos on here from people all over the country who are exhausted and depleted and scrambling to make rent with multiple jobs and really losing their humanity. Can't afford vacations, can't afford coffee, can't afford basic necessities of life. And then a creator posted this quote from Papa Carl that stopped me in my tracks. He really called it more than 181 years ago.
The less you eat, drink, buy books, go to the theater, or to dances, or to the pub, and the less you think, love, theorize, sing, paint, do sports, etc., the more you will be able to save, and the greater will become your treasure, which neither moth nor rust will corrupt, your capital. The less you are, the less you express your life, the more you have, the greater is your alienated life, and the greater is the saving of your alienated being.
We are finding out by the day that the man or capital will grind every last drop of your life out of you until there's nothing left.
You know what's funny? I was talking to my parents last time about how I'm thinking about going out and getting another job because things are so expensive in California already. I mean, rent is insane. Winning 3 times the rent is freaking insane. Like, who? Come on. Even in crappy ass apartments. Like, let's be real. And, Mom, you're gonna see this. I already told you. You know what their answer was? Well, you need to be careful because you're taking time away from your kids. You are gonna have someone else raise your kids. I'm like, my sister's watching my kids. What am I supposed to do? Not work? Become homeless? Take advantage of the government system like half of America does already? I'm trying to do things the right way. What else am I supposed to do?
What's up, guys? I wanted to complain for a second how I've worked my entire life, and my partner, my husband, have worked our whole lives to get our credit scores really good, right? We both have like an 815 credit score, okay? And right now we're trying to get a new RV, and not even like a super expensive one, like $70K, which I know seems expensive, but in camper world it's not that crazy. And they are like fighting us so hard on getting a loan for that, because our income like isn't high enough. And in reality, our household makes like probably like $4,000 a month, like $3,000 to $4,000 a month. And I think that that's absolutely crazy because I feel like we make good money for people our age and in our situation. And the fact that we have that income plus good credit scores and still can't get it, that makes me feel really scared and sorry for people.
You nailed it. Everyone is struggling. And the worst part about this struggle is that it's starting to feel permanent. I make way less money in real terms than I did 5 years ago, and I'm working way more than I ever did. My pay didn't go up to reflect the changes in cost of living, and I live in a city with one of the highest rates of inflation in the entire country for the past 5 years running. I went and bought groceries today, got 3 things: salt, shaving cream, and a salad kit. These 3 things cost me $10.31. $10 and change used to buy breakfast at the local Cuban restaurant, but not anymore. Speaking of food, I'm basically a vegetarian now. Not by choice, but by economics. I cannot afford to buy meat at the store anymore. I can't afford to go to restaurants. I'm not dropping $100 on a meal for 2. I can't go to the movies. That's way too expensive. I just work, come home, and then try to build something on 2 different side hustles because I'm trying to get out of this. I'm trying to escape this. I can't take it anymore. I know firsthand that in my city, all of the people my age are getting priced out. We are getting pushed out and moving elsewhere. The only people left now are rich retirees, which good for them, but who's going to work at the restaurants? Who's going to work at the valet that parks the cars of the restaurants that they eat at? You can't have a functioning local economy if nobody works the jobs. And the young people that do work those jobs can only be pushed out so far. They can only commute in so far before they just don't make that commute anymore, before they just work somewhere else. I try to stay positive, but I don't see it getting better. Everybody's struggling. Nothing is changing. I keep thinking that change is right around the corner and something's going to happen to where it gets better, but it's been years and years of this slowly getting worse. That's why I'm leaving. I'm moving out of the country. I'm moving to Portugal because I want to live again. This is not living here. I don't know what this is, but I don't like it and I can't do it anymore. What are things like where you live? Are you seeing the same things? I can't be alone in this. You've noticed it getting worse too, right?
I'm gonna say it. It is not normal in society right now. Everyone is so tired and drained and exhausted and emotionally dysregulated, and their bodies have all, physical issues just from stress and anxiety alone. There's just this intensity that I feel internally, and like my intuition is picking up on it because there's so much grief in the world right now, and there's so much divide, not only politically, but just with people's mindsets and their energy. So, it's great that there's this collective consciousness and this shift in how we, value ourselves and place worth on ourselves outside of this capitalistic hellhole. But, all we can really keep doing right now is taking care of ourselves and fighting so that in the future we can make changes that we need to see.
I just got out of Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's, one of the less expensive grocery stores, and I want to show you guys something. You see that? Let me tell you what that is. That's 3 bags of groceries. You want to know how much I spent for those 3 bags of groceries? My receipt was over here because I kind of threw it. I was a little bit pissed when I looked at it after I got, and I got in my car. When the guy told me the total, I thought to myself, I looked at the bags, 1, 2, 3, and I thought, I am so certain that he has rung me up a couple times, a couple items up twice, but I'm just gonna take this shit to my car and I'm gonna look over my receipt. I get in the car to look over my receipt for my 3 bags of groceries that I paid $178.99 for. I look over my receipt and I'm like, he didn't double charge me for anything. Nothing. I'm fortunate. I have a decent job. I have a savings account. Might I say that is dwindling. These prices today don't even reflect these tariffs that are coming. And if we think that we are all hurting now, we are about to really feel the pain in a couple months, because that's when the shit's going to trickle downhill. I don't get on here. I don't talk about politics a whole lot. In fact, I shy away from it. But every single day, I feel like the weight of everything that's going on in this world, it just keeps getting heavier and heavier and heavier. And I feel like it's burying Americans. And I feel like mental health wise, a lot of people have reached their breaking point, because how can regular people survive in an economy like this? I'm holding my own because I have a good job and I make a decent salary, but there are people that don't make the salary that I make, that have children to take care of. How are they doing it? Like, how are they doing it? I hope to God that when the next election rolls around, or any local election rolls around, that people get on the internet, that you research, that you learn what people's platforms are about, and that you sincerely vote not for the liking of a person, but for the liking of their policies, and that you truly understand their policies and the impact that they're going to have on you and every other American. I really hope that everybody understands that. And I really hope next time you make your vote count. That's all I have to say. I hope you guys are surviving out there. I'm gonna go home and put my 3 bags of expensive ass groceries in my refrigerator that'll probably only last for a week, and then I'll be back here next week getting the same 3 bags of groceries for the same almost $200 fucking dollars, and then I'll probably post another video about that too. Love you guys. Bye.
I'm literally so fucking fed up living paycheck to paycheck. This has probably been the longest extent of from one paycheck to the longest that I've ever been on, and I don't know if it's Mercury retrograde making it feel longer, but I can't do this shit anymore. Like, I'm to a point where I'm getting so pissed off in between paychecks that I'm like this close to losing my shit. Why is it taking this long for my check to clear? Why are you taking so long to submit my shit to payroll? Why the fuck am I not getting paid a fair rate? Why the fuck is everything so fucking expensive? Why the fuck that I have to pay taxes, and if I don't, I go to jail? But you can literally take my fucking money and put it towards whatever the fuck you want, just because you and 15 other fucking sellouts that got bought out by billionaires can just take my shit and tell me, well, sorry bitch, go to work. Retire at 66. That's the real age now. I'm just fed the fuck up. I don't know. And that's the crazy thing. Me and all my coworkers were feeling this. I work in the social working, like, I'm a social worker. And it has probably, it like gassed me how many people felt the same way, and how all of us were literally begging and pleading and talking about how broke we were until we could get to the fucking 30th to get paid. Like, that enrages me so fucking much, because I don't have to give you my money. I don't even have to work. I don't have to do any of this. And you keep taking my fucking money and you blowing it off on bullshit, and you don't even give me a chance to breathe. You won't do anything for people like me, but want me to give my life to this shit. Work my life for this shit. Nothing is supposed to be easy in this world, right? That's the phrase. Anything you want, it's worth fighting for, working hard for, but I shouldn't be this exhausted at this age. I'm only 25. The fact that I can't even survive like that in between paychecks has me hot. If I did not have the family that I have, I would be fucking homeless and starved, deplenished, not doing like I couldn't even fathom. And there's more and more homeless people showing up every fucking day. This is not for nothing. Like, is nobody else fed the fuck up? Like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to opt out in all ways possible. Give me my motherfucking money back, bitch. Like, I'm not paying for this shit no more. This shit is lame as fuck.
Hey, TikTok again. I wanted to get on here and kind of pour my heart out a bit. My voice is still fucking fucked up, but bear with me, okay? I'm just so tired. So tired of being broke. B-R-O-K-E, broke. Like, literally, I just got paid today, and all that, like, literally over 75% of my money went towards rent, and then I still got other bills to pay, and then there's so, like, a whole handful of bills I'm just behind on, which includes my student loans. Like, and this is too much. This is getting too much. Like, this country is becoming too much. Like, I'm just so tired of talking about this. I really genuinely am tired of talking. I'm just ready and waiting for just that group of people that's really about it, and dedicated, and have a full-blown plan. I'm not talking about some, let's March, like February 29th, we're gonna stop going to work and all this stuff, all these little pop-up strikes. Like, stop doing that. Like, no, we need to be for real. But at the same time too, if we're gonna be doing this type of stuff, we need to have backup plans and stuff when stuff goes left or goes AWOL for somebody, because it's like, yeah, somebody like me, I don't have anywhere else to fall back on if, you know, shit really hits the fan. I really don't. And it's like, what about people like that? You know? And it's just, I'm just tired of it. Like, I'm so tired. Like, and I'm so tired of working my ass off to the bone. And even when I work my ass off to the bone, it's still pennies. It's pennies. Maybe at one point we were making quarters. Now the stuff dropped to pennies. This is insanity, and it's not fair. It's not right. Like, y'all, the government is doing people wrong. And it's just like, bro, and y'all still say, like, oh yeah, I trust my government, blah, blah, blah. No, these people, they don't care about y'all. Like, I mean, I thought, my mouth. Like, literally, like, if the sign about those underground bunkers and stuff wasn't enough to, like, convince y'all that these people don't care about us and only care about the dollar and themselves, I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, something's got to give here. Like, enough is enough. Like, we really got to wake up, people. We got to stop talking. That's another thing, too. Stop talking. Stop talking. Be the walk. Stop talking. Walk. Walk, please. It's time to walk. We really got to walk. We really got to protest. We really got to, something's got to give. And it's just at the same time, too, for me personally, I'm just like, I don't know where to start. I don't know where to go with it. Like, if I were to, like, it's so easy to be like, oh, let's, you know, not go to work, or let's protest this day. It's so easy to do that. But it's just like, you know, it's something that it's like, we have to plan. Like, we just can't just, all of the snap of a finger is just, you know, expect it to work. Like, it's not realistic. Like, something's got to give, because I'm just so tired of this. I'm tired. This whole system is so messed up and so chaotic. It's unjust. It's unfair. I don't do nothing to nobody. I do my job. Go home like the rest of everybody. And I respect, and I'm kind, I'm nice. Like, something's got to give. That's all I got to say on that.
So, are we all just going to work until we die? I'm seriously asking, like, is that the plan? Because I need to know now, like, for my own sanity. I'm 25, and the future isn't some abstract mystery anymore. It's a constant state of anxiety. The government won't say it out loud, but their actions make it crystal clear. We're not meant to live. We're meant to produce until we burn out, and then our production is meant to reproduce. And they've stopped pretending otherwise. You can't tell me I'm wrong. If you've been paying attention, they have been systematically stripping away the few safety nets we have had. Healthcare, of course, housing support, student debt relief, protections for workers and rights for workers, and they're replacing them with silence, with distractions, and with horrible propaganda. It's like every week, every day, every hour, new information drops that reminds us just how little they care about us. Not just about, like, our well-being, but about our existence. You know, like, just existing in the same world as them. They do not fucking care. And I know we are out here, we are making money, yet have nothing to show for it. No equity, we have no savings, we have no future. Just maxed out credit cards, student loans we were told would open doors, and an economy where even having a full-time job isn't enough to survive anymore. Like I mentioned, I'm 25. I pay rents, utilities, car insurance, groceries. I have my dog's needs, my husband's needs, my own needs. I am doing everything they told me to do, and I still feel like I'm drowning, like I failed, when in reality, it's not me. The system was designed this way. Like, I want to plan a future. I put the effort into it. I want to think about a career, maybe even kids in the future, but how can I? College means lifelong debt. Careers require connections and unpaid experience. And having children in this economy is like, I don't mean to say it like this, but borderline irresponsible unless you're wealthy enough. And unfortunately, I am not. Most of us out here aren't. We are in late stage capitalism, people. Everything is monetized. Nothing is secure. And the policies being passed aren't for the people. They're for the corporations, the lobbyists, and the ultra rich. AI is replacing jobs. Misinformation is flooding our screens every day. And the people in power are either too out of touch or too bought out to care. That's our reality. And you know what infuriates me the most? Protest used to be a tool of the people. But now, peaceful protest is either ignored, smeared, or criminalized. We marched for Black lives. We protested for Palestine. We showed up for human rights again and again and again. And what did we get? Tell me. It's okay. I'll tell you. Performative tweets, performative actions, violent police responses, and more fascists feeling comfortable enough to run for office and win. So what's the goal? What is the goal? I can tell you this much. I don't know. I really don't. I just want to be financially free. I want to rest. I want to feel like living isn't just surviving. But for now, I will keep pushing because I don't have the luxury not to. So if I sound tired, it's because I am. And I know for a fact I'm not the only one. We're all waking up exhausted. I'm sure of it. Dragging ourselves to jobs that barely pay enough. Coming home too tired to dream, let alone plan a future. We distract ourselves by either crying in the shower or we'll scroll through headlines. But we'll still show up day after day because we have no choice. And honestly, that shouldn't be normal. But here we are.
Is it just me, or lately has everybody had like the 1, 2, 3 effect? Like everything negative that could happen happens back to back to back to back to back. I need a break. I cannot breathe. This damn society is, I don't even know what to say anymore. Money's not going as far as it used to. We can barely pay our bills, and I mean, we have a whole business. Paycheck to paycheck isn't even really a statement anymore. It's more like day to day now, and I can't be the only one that feels like this. You go to the grocery store and you spend $100 and you look in your cart and you're like, where? Where did $100 go? It's getting to the point to where it is exhausting trying to figure out what you're going to do to stay afloat, let alone what you're going to do to try and pay this bill that's coming up or the next bill that's coming up. And every time you turn around, it's like everybody wants $300 here, $500 here. It's like the economy has not understood that the common people don't make that type of money. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but all I know is we're out here struggling, and I know there's other people out here struggling, but at this point, I don't know what to do. The banks don't want to do shit for people. The housing markets are ridiculously high. Like I said, groceries are insane. The freaking gas is, I mean, it stayed steady, but it's just too high. And I don't know how much more common people can take this. It's unfair for us when you got people up there in the White House having no clue what the fuck's going on. And they're all hunky-dory and stuff because you want to know why? Their bills are paid for. They don't understand broke people like us. They don't understand that it's hard for people like us to save on a day-to-day basis when the money that we would use to save is being spent on the groceries, the gas, the electric, the car repairs, and etc. So, until we actually get somebody up there who understands that, I don't know what we're going to do, but I'm sorry, I just had to vent because I'm so overwhelmed with how everything is right now. It's insane. what are we gonna do, people? Because I'm tired of living like this. Like, we did everything right. We went to school, we worked hard, and we're out here paying the type of rent that we pay. It's fucking insane. And we're out here spending all this type of money on food and shit, and we don't even have health insurance. And I can go on and on and on and on. I'm sure everybody else can too. But my thing is I'm lost for words. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what the American people are gonna do, because I look around and it's just more and more people struggling. You see more and more people on the side of the roads with signs. And I mean, I'm grateful that we aren't there, but it's still a struggle to keep yourself from ending up there. We're constantly in debt. Everything needs a repair, or just, it's one thing after another. The 1, 2, 3 effect. And it's like, lately, the 1, 2, 3 effect has just kept going along to 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It's like we've had no good luck. And I can't keep going on with this negative luck. I need some good luck happening, especially when we're working as hard as we do, and you get up in the morning at dark and you get home at dark, and it's like no matter how hard you work, it just continues to go downhill. And I'm sorry to say, but that'll destroy anybody mentally. When the money's not there, you're struggling, you can't sleep at night because you're trying to figure out what's going to happen tomorrow or the next week. It's just, I know people say take it day by day, but you really can't when in this society you have the type of bills that you do. But what are we going to do, y'all? What are we going to do?
If you're still here, it means something hit home. Not just the stats, not the headlines, but the quiet exhaustion underneath it all. That feeling of waking up with less energy than you had yesterday and somehow still having to do more. Because this economy doesn't care if you're tired. It doesn't care if you're sick. It doesn't care if you're running on fumes. It just asks, what else can you give? Every day, without pause, without payback, and we give. Again, and again, and again. Until all that's left is a version of ourselves so worn down, so stretched thin, we don't even recognize who we were before survival became the job description. People talk about burnout like it's a buzzword, like it's a quirk of being young or ambitious or online. But this isn't burnout. It's system failure. This economy is exhausting because it was built to be. Built to drain, built to reward those who already have too much and punish those just trying to stay afloat. And so we hustle. Not because we're passionate, not because we're driven, but because there's no other way to keep the lights on. We've normalized working through sickness, skipping meals, laughing at therapy memes while wondering if we could afford one session. We're all tired, every age, every background, every person who's ever stared at a bill and whispered, how the hell am I going to pay this? And the worst part? We feel alone in it, as if exhaustion is a personal flaw instead of a predictable symptom of a broken system. We whisper our worries in private. We joke about them in group chats. We wrap them in sarcasm and post them for clout. But deep down, beneath the memes and mantras, we're scared. Scared that this is just how life is now. That the dream sold to our parents has expired. That no amount of budgeting, grinding, or side hustling will ever undo the damage of inflation, debt, and wage stagnation. We watch rent rise while paychecks stall. We see CEOs earn millions while layoffs hit the hallway next to ours. We fill carts with less food, more stress, and the sinking feeling that maybe we're not failing. Maybe the system was never designed for us to succeed. Let's talk about that for a moment. Let's pause the performance. Let's break the silence. Because this outro isn't just a farewell, it's a mirror. And if you're nodding right now, if your chest feels heavy, if your brain's flashing through every job you took, every shift you worked, every meal you skipped, then this is for you. You're not lazy, you're not weak, you're not broken, you're tired, and you have every reason to be. Tired from chasing promotions that never come, tired from applying to jobs that ghost you, tired from scrolling through advice on how to stretch $20 into a week's worth of meals. Tired from hearing, just save more, when there's literally nothing left to save. You're tired from fixing things that shouldn't be broken in the first place. Because what do you even do when every life milestone, college, job, apartment, marriage, kids, feels like a financial fantasy? What do you do when happiness costs more than it's worth? When retirement feels like a myth? When stability is reserved for people with connections, generational wealth, or blind luck? You get tired. That's what you do. Not because you're weak, but because you're aware. Aware that this isn't just hard, it's absurd. Aware that it shouldn't take 3 jobs to afford 1 life. Aware that paying bills is not the same as living. Aware that the grind has no finish line, just a loop. And here's what they never tell you. Awareness hurts. Because once you see the cracks in the system, you can't stop seeing them. You see them in every unpaid internship, every interest rate, every insurance denial, every email that says, "We regret to inform you." You see it every time someone says, "Just be grateful you have a job." As if having a job is the end goal, not having a life. You see it when someone posts their 5th vacation of the year while you're wondering if heating and groceries are mutually exclusive this month. And when people ask why you're tired, you don't even have the words anymore. Because exhaustion isn't poetic. It's heavy. It's boring. It's just there. Every minute, every day, every attempt to be okay. So let's say it out loud, right here. We're tired. We're all tired. And we're done pretending otherwise. Done pretending like it's normal to work 50 hours a week and still worry if the card will decline. Done pretending like asking for help is weakness. Done pretending that self-care fixes systemic neglect. This is not a motivation speech. It's a truth bomb. Because the only way to survive this economy is to acknowledge that survival shouldn't be the goal. Life should be more than enduring, more than spreadsheets and expenses, more than logging into work with your soul offline. And if you've ever asked yourself, is this it? You're not alone. In fact, you're surrounded by millions who feel exactly what you feel. People who've mastered the art of suppressing dreams to pay bills. People who've stopped talking about their goals because reality hits too hard. People who've learned to settle because ambition costs too much. But here's the spark in all this, Ash. You're still here. Still fighting, still hoping, still watching this video. Which means somewhere inside, you still believe there's a better way. And maybe that belief is fragile. Maybe it's buried under debt or disguised as dark humor. But it's there. It's why you care. Why you clicked. Why you stayed. So let's not waste it. Let's turn exhaustion into empathy. Frustration into fuel. Despair into defiance. Let's talk louder. Post bolder. Organize smarter. And love harder. Because connection is the only thing the system can't tax. You are not your paycheck. Not your job title. Not your grocery bill. You are not what this economy demands from you. You are a person, living through a time that makes existing feel like resistance. So resist. Keep showing up. Keep challenging. Keep whispering, "This isn't okay," until it turns into a scream. And when that scream echoes, it becomes change. Because exhaustion is powerful, not in silence, but in unity. So before this video ends, before the screen fades and the algorithm pushes you elsewhere, take a moment. Not to like, not to subscribe, not to comment. Just to breathe, to feel, to exist without apology. You don't owe anyone your exhaustion. Not your employer, not your landlord, not your government, not even this channel. You owe yourself rest. You owe yourself truth. You owe yourself the courage to say, "I'm tired," and mean it. And if this video was a mirror, then let reflection become revolution. We're all tired, but we're also awake. And that's how things change. Together.